got 4 lanes open, all green lights ahead. We're running on dreams in a wildflower thread.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Haley Waterbeach and you guys are the Chorus Squad, and right now I am on Mr. 3-year-old Max and it's his show day. So I already warmed him up and we just have to go and do our jumping round. So I'm gonna probably put music over it. So yeah, here is our jumping round. There was our first round, and I think we did really good job. Now to our second round, which is also our last and final round. Here is our last and final round. Now that I am all done here, I have a horse to go and look at. So I'm gonna go and do that now. So I'm gonna go home, bring him home, get changed, put my hair down, and get ready to go and look at this horse. Mm. Now that I'm all changed and ready to go, I'm gonna get in and I'm gonna head over there. I've been looking at this horse for a little bit now, so I'm really excited. I will be talking about this horse when I get there.
I think it's this.
Alrighty, so I made it to the ranch. I made it, and I'm gonna just talk a little bit about this horse before I go and get her from the pasture. And I am so excited because I've been wanting one of these horses for years now, over my entire life basically. I have been wanting one of these horses. So I got the photo. Well, wasn't really looking for a horse because I'm so packed full of babies, and I just bought another horse and I've been worrying and like doing stuff with her. And that's when I came across an ad and I fell in love with her immediately, mainly because of her coat and also the breed that she is and the breeding and everything, since I've been wanting this stallion and this horse in general. So my and to breed her to VS Code Red, I was able to find this horse. Is dad is VS Code Red, and her mom is an Appaloosa mare. So I'm getting exactly what I've been dreaming for and wanting my entire life. So I will be putting the photo up. This is Mystery, is her name, which I might change it to something else. She is a little bit pricey than what I was wanting to spend on her if I do end up really liking her and the way she moves. She's pretty small, but I mean, they're pretty small. Appaloosas are usually pretty small. They're usually not big horses. So let's go and find her out in the pasture and grab her and tack her up. Also, the owner of her is a good friend of mine, and I've been talking to him a lot recently about when I can go and see her and stuff, and I was able to see her today. So let's go and see this beautiful, beautiful mare. Alrighty, I see her. Look at her. Oh my god. She is so pretty. Oh my goodness. How pretty is this mare? So pretty. I will let this guy pass. You are so pretty. Alrighty, I'm gonna go and get her. Let's see how she does with me catching her since I'm gonna be taking her away from her friend. So, let's see how this goes. So, this was a couple, like, some footage before I went and got her, and she is just so pretty. I know the little paddock that she's in is really small, but they said that she did really good with her friend, and they didn't want to put her in the bigger paddock because it would have been harder for me to catch her, so they put her in the other paddock. So I was able to get her out of the pasture, and I walked her back to the little area that I was able to tack her up in. So they wanted me to lunge her before I put any tack on her or anything, just to get her a little bit of energy out. But I asked if it was okay if I don't. And they said that it was fine. So I just tacked her up over here. After tacking up Mystery, I found out that she was actually really nice for tacking and was just really gentle. Like when I was tagging her up, she was just chilling. And it's so shocking that she is only 6 years old, and it's just crazy. So I walked her over to the arena where they had some poles set up, and they said that she is a full on Western mare, so she has never done English riding. She's done jumping before, but with a Western saddle on. But I was kind of excited that she would have been just doing Western, since I am actually interested in the Western industry, since I've always done English since I was 15. Well, yeah, since I was 15. But I rode Western a couple of times before that, and I still really like Western. It's still a really cool sport and everything. But English is just my strong suit at the moment, and I have so many horses that are show jumping horses and they're built for doing show jumping. So that's what I mainly do. But I've been wanting to get more into the Western thing, since I do have a couple of horses that do Western only, but they also do English as well. But I think it'd be really cool if I got this horse and had her just do Western, because I think that'd be really cool to have a horse that just does Western and no English or any of that. And she was just a really gentle mare, especially knowing that she was only 6 years old. I thought that she was going to be a little bit more green and stuff like that, but over here, They definitely have shown that they take really good care in making sure that their horses are really high quality horses, even when they're really young. I was interested in her when she was a 5-year old, and I'm really happy that I actually came and looked at her when she was a 6-year old just because she needed a little bit more time, for sure, because I watched some video when she was 5 and she looked a little bit more of a green 5-year old when she was 5. So here I am over here and I'm going to um help them with the polls. So I got up on her and I had her stand there for a little bit and she just was so relaxed and just really comfortable in general. Like she just felt really comfortable with me being on her and everything. Then I had her walk forward and she just seemed very nice. This is the first time I'm riding an Appaloosa, like a full on Appaloosa, and I am so freaking happy right now. I know Venus, my Frisian Appaloosa mare, she has Appaloosa in her, but she's more Frisian than Appaloosa, and I wanted a horse that was more Appaloosa than Frisian and stuff like that. So I kind of achieved that. Then doing her trot, I did do rising trot on her, and normally she does um they do sitting trot with her, but they do rising trot once in a while because they got to get used to everything. So it was quite nice. Like she was so used to like this whole like thing. And I have to say this arena is massive. Like this is a big arena. Like one of the biggest arenas I think I've ever been in. Then I sat trot her and oh my gosh, I normally don't sit trot my horses because I'm normally not a sit trotting person. Because my sit trot is usually really bad. But like she was so comfy for a sit trot. Like that was insane. So I asked her for a nice canter and would do the little line and she did a really good job with that. Some of these polls were for a certain have her do a certain thing. Um but I don't think I did half of these right. But I mean, I'm not one that do stuff with polls, so this was a new experience for me. Um, so I was just having her go through different polls at a canter, at a trot, doing different transitions from canter to trot and doing that. And then I went over here and I kind of had her walk into the poles. Then I had her stop. I had her back up a couple of steps. Then I had her circle. And then I had her trot off. And she did okay. This was the tricky part because I didn't know how to do this. So I kind of walked her in. And she did pick up her feet. This was really tight and like I could not trot this at all. Like there was no way I would have trotted that. But I did do it and I had her trot away. Then I had her to this canter and it was tight. She did chip in a little bit, but it was actually not bad. Then I had her go back down to a trot and we really drifted away. And then I did a little canter and we did a really good job. Like she did really nice. Then they wanted to put a bunch of extra things up, which she's done all of these different obstacles. And they also wanted me to try barrel racing with her since that's what she has done is barrel racing and pole bending. And so I was like, okay, I will just stand here and have you guys do your thing. And that's when this happened. They told me to do this. I was so scared for this platform. I was so scared. They told me to trot up it, but I did not listen to them. And I had her stop. They said to have her back up. and to go from a trot and have her try and jump down. So I did, and she jumped down, and I was so surprised that she actually just did that. So then they wanted me to go to the water and have her go into the water tray and jump out of the water tray. And I did not know that she did all of this stuff. And this is all in the training program here. And I was so surprised. Like, half of my horses don't even do half of this stuff. So I was really excited about this. And she just was an all around just a beast. She was so freaking cool. Then they had me do this, and she gained speed. Like, she was like ready to go. And she cantered out of it in a little bit faster of a canter, or known as lope. And she jumped this, and her jump was actually really nice too. The saddle, I hated the saddle jumping. Oh my gosh, I hated the Western saddle doing a jump. I did not like it, but she's only had Western saddles on her, so I was just kind of going with the flow and just having her jump things and do all of that. So this is when she jumped that, and they had me slow her down so they could get the barrels out and also get the other stuff. So they got the barrel racing out, and they wanted me to do barrel racing first and then do pole bending with her, and I was so nervous. So they had me do a canter circle and then had her run at her fast capacity. And when I mean she ran, she ran. So her first barrel, they wanted me to really slow her down, and I've done barrel racing before with Pumpkin, my American Paint mare, and let me tell you, she was like, this horse was so much faster than her. Then she dead stopped, and her stop was actually like really smooth. Then they wanted me to trot over to the other side and do the pole bending, which me and Pumpkin hated pole bending, so I was kind of excited to see how this horsey goes. So I was excited to see how Mystery does. So I did another trot circle, and then Mystery booked it. Like, she booked it. And we slowed way down to like a trot. Then we kept going, and like she was getting pretty close to these. I really slowed her down and had like a consistent slow lope, and really slowed her down to a trot so we can get that turn going. And like we kept slowing down a lot, speeding up, slowing down, and right here, I slowed her down to a trot so we can get that turn. Then I had her book it and had her really slow down, and it was able to slow her down. Then they wanted me to just kind of push buttons and stuff and see what she does. And I was not excited for this part. They wanted me to go on a trail ride with her and do the pushing buttons and things. So this is the next clip. So I had turned the GoPro, like the GoPro, the drone on, so I was giving her a nice pat for letting me do that. And then I had her walk on, and we were passing her friends and stuff in the little vet area that they have over here. And then I asked her to trot, and I did do rising trot and sitting trot, and I was kind of cooling her out at the same time. And then I had her canter again, and a part of me wanted to see kind of how she would do if I asked her to dead stop. And she dead stopped into a river. And I was kind of surprised that she just let me do that to her. Especially since she's only 6 years old. I almost said 5. She is 6 years old, and she just was doing really good. There was someone else like riding a horse, and this was good to see how she would do with another person on a horse. And she did look at them for like 2 seconds and then just kept going, which was really nice. And I felt like really good on her. I had her canter again, and she just was doing really, really well. We were going through like grass and stuff, and a lot of my younger horses that I have right now, they would have stopped to eat the grass, and she just didn't care. And I was so surprised with how well she was doing with like the whole thing and the whole situation and everything. She just was doing a lot better than I thought. That like my other horses would do. And then I had her walk and really cooled her out. And I ended up buying her because she was just such a good horse. She was doing really, really well. So I bought her and I was going to pick her up tomorrow because I did bring the trailer, but I had them do some vet stuff with her because they do have vet stuff over here and they needed my vet to come out and he couldn't do it today, so he had to come out tomorrow. And so I'll be getting her and picking her up tomorrow when my vet tells me like everything is good and everything. So I am not gonna be picking her up in this video, but this is the new horse and I'm so happy. And I will be introducing her name in the next video. So let me know what you guys think I'm going to name this mare and what I'm going to do with her. Like, what you guys think? Like, am I going to do more Western stuff on this channel now that I have a Western horse? Or do you think I'll still be doing English riding stuff? Let me know in the comments because I like reading your guys' comments and I don't get comments that often. So yeah, let me know what you guys think I will be naming her and let me know what you guys would name her and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!